you attract what you use to impress. You guess it, right?
I will repeat it one more time.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Hata mimi nashukuru niko fiti maze.
Sure.
So without much further ado, what hata niseme what? Who is Joe? You know, what does Joe do? What is the calling? What is that thing that, you know, drives you every day to do whatever it is that you do?
Okay, first and foremost, my name is Joseph Karisa. I'm a citizen of Kenya. Lazima tuweke points.
Ngoja, kwani kuna mtu amekwambia wewe si citizen wa Kenya?
Ukiniangalia sana mimi I'm just black and tall. Wengine wananiambia mimi ni Msudi sometimes.
Wasana nafikiria ni Msudi.
Mazee. But my full name is Joseph Karisa, mtu huku tu Mijikenda. Yeah, so Joseph Karisa is a young youth. I'm 21 years of age. I stay in Mombasa, Kenya, Bamburi to be precise. So I work with an organization called Leave No Youth Behind.
Okay.
It mainly works with young caregivers. So young caregivers, as we put it in the term, is any person who is not raised by the biological parents or raised in a CCI center. Mainly not raised by biological parents. So what we do is mainly working with youth, and personally, out of my background, I wasn't raised with my biological parents.
All right.
So I've just grown up with having the passion of helping the less fortunate families, the marginalized families in the streets, in the community, and everywhere to be precise, in Mombasa.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
And I have to pose this question, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Last week we were where? Tulikuwa town, huku Pwani Innovation Week.
Yeah.
When you move along that line, that direction, there's a lot of like children, families who are like sleeping on the streets.
Yeah.
Does Leave No Youth Behind? Yeah,
yes.
Leave No Youth Behind organization, step in to help such kind of families, or is your mandate only limited, to certain type of individuals?
No. Actually, for our group, yes, the motto is working with young caregivers, but when it comes to activities, we spread out to working with anyone.
Okay.
The youth, the street children. In terms of the streets, we go there, do sanitization, we give them food, we give them clothing. So in terms of just having donations from different people, your friends, families, neighbors, then you go to the streets, do something for them. So we generally do community service and giving back to the community by helping each and every person who is in need.
Yeah.
Because everyone is in need, I believe.
For sure, yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, of course, I would like to understand, the criteria you use to identify, let's say, that this person, is truly a person that needs, your help, or do you identify someone, for example, let's say, for example, the demolitions that have happened in Nairobi. Let's say this person, by bad luck, wazazi wapoteleane na wazazi, ako very young, ajui like any other relatives, ana communication means, do you have a toll-free number where someone can call, or someone can visit your offices, or how does it work in a nutshell?
In such cases, we have different people in the ground, because Leave No Youth Behind is not only in Bamburi, but it's all over the 6 sub-counties in Mombasa. It's in Likoni, it's in Changamwe. So everywhere you go and you find someone who has such a situation, we have our handles on the internet where somebody can just go, find the number there. You'll find my chairperson, Sabrina, in which I'm the assistant chairperson, who you can contact. And we have partnerships with different people in the government and different NGOs who work in different sectors in which you can find help for this particular person which you find. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. For anyone locking in, man, karibu tena sana to the power, to the breakfast of champions, 42 past 8 a.m. And of course, I'm chopping it up with Joe in the building. Leave No Youth Behind. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. I want to serve this one by Major Lazer, featuring Nasty C, Ice Prince, and Pato Ranking. Such a classic, this one. When we come back, we're going to be continuing with this morning conversation. Stick around. When you say you're working with guys who have not, been raised from their families, majorly, I would like to think you get these guys when they're young. How do you make sure they feel safe, that this environment that you're bringing them into is a safe space? Because unajua mtu labda akona ile fear, akona ile paranoia, ako sijui awase labda waezi nielewa na vitu kayo. How do you bridge that gap, maze?
Okay, for us,
Yeah.
us having said we're working with young caregivers, we don't take them and bring them into maybe a CCI center or a home.
Okay.
So what we do is, because there's a question, because I don't know if you've heard in the news a few days ago, kuna UCS alisema all CCI centers should be closed.
I've not heard about that. Yeah.
Okay, but there's something like that. So our question was, what next after this young caregiver ametoka in that CCI center? What next when he goes outside there? Because we all know somebody who has been raised by the biological parents and somebody who has not been raised by the biological parents. Those are two different people.
For sure.
Exactly. So for us, what we do, we try helping them have a voice in the society, helping them get few connections, getting job opportunities, getting employment, teaching them on different areas, SRHR, mental health, different areas for them to feel also a part of the community. Because such people, unapata mtu ametoka, let me take for example SOS. Mtu ametoka SOS, amelelewa pale since he was young, maybe at a younger age, ametoka when he's around 20, 23. Akitoka nje, the only people you know is the people you are raised with in SOS.
Yeah.
No. And going outside, having to cope with other new people, new faces, getting to know people inakuwa a little bit hard for you. Because unajeka ile design, you're like, I know these people, like, mi najieka hivi, I'm just young and sijui watu wengi, I'm an orphan and stuff. So what we do is like we try to remove that mentality to them and make them be wide and open to opportunities and open to communication and other people outside there, helping them in different areas for them they can, so that eventually when somebody grows up atakuwa in a point where somebody can be independent in life and anaweza fanya kitu ambao angetaka kufanya, which is much more passionate to him or her.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time, if and this is for every young person, yeah, age between 20s, once you know you come to the real world, unaanza kurealize kumbe, it is not as I used to think.
Exactly.
Si venye nilikuwa nafikiria ama venye wasa walikuwa wananiambia. Do you like have follow-up activities to, you know, make sure that, you know, once this person has left the center, that wherever they are, maybe you help them acquire a job, you know, how are they faring on the job, or, you know, are they turning up for the job, are they on their best behavior? Do you have like a follow-up plan, or once they're out, they're out?
No. Okay, so for us, when we actually invite someone to join our group, they leave no youth behind. So whenever you join our group, leave no youth behind, there are a few benefits which come along. You get trainings, you get different job referrals. Like for now, under Leave No Youth Behind, because Leave No Youth Behind is in support of SOS and sponsorship in Danida, you see. So under Leave No Youth Behind, we managed to open another project called Vijana Skills. As you can see by my shirts here, it's called Vijana Skills. It's a partnership within the State Department, Nyali Sub-County, and SOS. So Vijana Skills entails taking youth back to school. Because kuna ule youth mwenye kwao nyumbani hawako sawa kipesa, unaona. Amemaliza primary akaambia wewe chukua hii bike anza kazi. Unaona. And maybe according to him or her angetaka kuendelea na masomo, but nyumbani the background ndo hairuhusu.
Haizimwalao, yeah.
Yes, so under Vijana Skills because tumeanza the first phase in July, inaisha November, which we pick 10 youths per sub-county. Take them to school, you're given fares, you're given everything. At least you have an additional skill to yourself, and you badaye utakuwa like, this is something I can do for myself, for yourself to earn a living later on in the future. So it's all about us giving referrals, giving job opportunities to the youth, because hatuwezi kuchukua tukakupatia advice alafu tukwache hivyo. Then what next? You see, so it's our mandate to actually teach you on different areas in life, also help you get opportunities outside there. So it's all about us youths are bringing other vulnerable youths in the community, because it's all about leaving no youth behind. Hatuendi kukuambia alafu tunakuacha. We're not leaving it, ndana nasonga nayo mpaka a point where you're like, oh, by this guy has helped me and this and now to the point where I am, I can thank God.
There's a belief that men wanaume tu mnaweza kaa ngumu. Hiyo nayo inakwanga iko out there, unacheki. Hata mwanaume unaambiwa ukianza kuonekana unalia unaambiwa wewe mwanaume akai.
Exactly.
But for our sisters it's much different, you know. And for a young lady, especially age bracket ya 20s, once now they're being exposed to the world, it's a very different side. And as we started by saying, you know, most of these individuals didn't get that parental, you know, upbringing. So how does, you know, a young woman who has come through the system, how does she what support system, you know, can she fall back on? Because let's say somebody, you know, could pray on her, labda ataona umse ana wasa kumsupport, ana ule mse anaweza call bro, anaweza call budake. Do you have a way of ensuring that, you know, the young women, wherever they are first and foremost safe, you know, because there are a lot of dangers in that line? Yeah,
because obviously when you speak of Mombasa, because in Mombasa there's so many cases of young ladies. Not even Mombasa peke yake, but Kenya, in Kenya, cases of young ladies zimekuwa rise sana in different areas, unaona. So according to Leave No Youth Behind, if I wish my chair was here, Sabrina, my chair, she does work with women a lot, because herself, she's a young mother, a mother of one kid, of which she's independent. She's an independent woman, a very strong woman, independent woman, anajielewa. So having gone through that process herself of her becoming a young mother and knowing the problems which young ladies in Mombasa face, she works with young ladies to help them also become independent. Because personally herself, amechukua young mothers from Mwakirunge. I don't know if you know Mwakirunge.
Yeah, you know
Mwakirunge, there's a higher case of ladies being very, very vulnerable in society today. So anachukua and they're taking to trainings, baking lessons for now, and at least inaweza saidia somebody to be independent. Because kuna mademu kuinje mtu amezaa mapema ana kitu kufanya, you see. So what can we do so we can help yeye na mtoto wake apate something to keep up of themselves through the month. So we take them through the baking classes, and which my chair does, and anafundisha baking classes, a few basics to at least ukifanya hii by the end of the day hujakosa kitu. And also in Mwakirunge we have a farm which was provided to us, Leave No Youth Behind, which tunafanya farming to assist also the other young mothers and the women outside there, at least wajikimu kwa kuwa na something to do and also have something in their pocket at the end of the day, na kusaidia pia mtoto wake.
All right. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. For my question before we go on a musical break, let's say you know, as a leader in the organization, you know, you have a lot of responsibilities. You know, you could have to handle, you know, you could be between places. Let's say right now you're here, but activities have to run. How do you balance, you know, ensuring that the organization, you know, is running, your personal life also, you know, is also running? How do you find the balance? And at the same time, you know, what you do is human based, because you're dealing with the emotions of someone, you're dealing with the livelihood of someone. You know, somebody, you know, whatever words you say could actually impact this person's, you know, whole future. How do you find that balance and ensure that your own personal, you know, how you handle yourself is a reflection and as a motivation, you know, to the rest of the organization? Okay.
Since we're working with youths, what I can say first as a leader, when you go to approach someone who is outside there, who needs your help, first of all, usijiangalilie wewe mwenyewe. Just put yourself in his shoe, because at the moment tunaongelea mtu mwenye kumsaidia. As much as naweza kuwa nimepitia through problems and stuff, but me becoming a leader, it's all about helping other people ndo afike place pia mimi niko. So nikienda pale siwezi jianza kujiongelelea. I first listen to them and put myself in their shoes, because the moment you put yourself in their shoes, you'll be able to understand and also feel what they're saying, of course. And also I believe as a leader you can't work alone. You must have also your few friends or the people you work with to make something a success. Because in our group, I know we have the chair lady, we have the organizing secretary. So kama usalimuuliza sasa niko hapa, if there's activities which zinafanya, so how do I get to balance? It's all about delegation of duties. Sasa inaweza kuwa hapa kuna activity, but mimi my chair nimekuja hapa, you shughulikia hii hapa. Naweza pata phone call, maybe I'm needed somewhere, but since I'm engaged in another place, I'll just tell my organizing secretary, kimbia pale, go represent us, do this and this. My secretary, do this and this. So after us delegating issues, now we come back, sit, see, umepata nini. And that's how we come to a conclusion into helping the person that you found outside there.
All right. To inspire you this morning, I'm joined by Joe from, of course, Leave No Youth Behind.
Exactly.
And yes, man, it is fantastic this morning. If you have any questions, remember, man, trace us anywhere in the world, www.blueradio.co.ke. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. The time you're asking, 5 minutes past 9 in the morning. Yes, I want, when you say, I believe Leave No Youth Behind is a family, because, once you bring someone on board, they walk with you hand in hand. not only for when they are young, but also when they are much older.
Yeah.
Do you have like activities? Let's say you could have like field days where you bring like everybody together. Everyone. If I had left the organization, but I'm still part of it. Do you have a day where we come together? Celebrate, show opportunities and stuff like that.
Yeah. So according to Leave No Youth Behind, we do have like an AGM, which we do it every last month of the year. So like for this year, we have an edutainment activity in which we're partnering with different CCIs in Mombasa, because there's so many CCI centers in Mombasa. So it's all about bringing them together, having a fun day activity, all about networking, getting to know somebody who's next to you, getting to know your next care leaver, because you never know how the same way people connect is the same way people get in touch and get to know. All about connections and all about new resources and all about new things. So it's all about having the entertainment activity, which is taking place on the 25th of November. As Leave No Youth Behind, we're organizing that. So any person is welcome. Not only a young care leaver, but any person is welcome. If you have any service that you can offer as Blue Radio, of course, Blue Radio, first of all, congratulations to you guys. You're just doing a good job. It's all about youth working in your organization, which is something which is impactful to Mombasa. So yes, we do have annual meetings all the time, which we bring care leavers and the people who have gained in the group to at least check up and also see how they're faring on well. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I don't know how many years you've been at the top of the organization, but I would like to take you maybe back. Is there an instance, in your time at leadership that you've seen something the organization has done and it really touched you, and it took you back to a time where you believed that this is why the organization exists, this is why we are here, this is what we are meant to do? Is there a time a success story you can fall back to, or you always go back to, and it motivates you, it gives you that fuel to continue going?
Okay, I can say, first of all, as I said, I come from a background in which I haven't been raised by biological parents, you see. So first of all, it's my passion to work with the youths and also having them to change their lives and also be useful in the community today. So the group just started last year, around August, September. So we are like almost a year now.
A year old, yeah.
Yes. So we have worked with different youths since September, and we have had so many success stories. I can't say so many, but they keep on coming in. Because the little you do to someone, somebody will come back and say, yeah, you guys, thank you for what you did.
Yeah.
You helped me somewhere and it has impacted me in some way. Like I can say for cases in Mwakirunge, for the ladies in Mwakirunge, like it's, I don't know how I can put it, but Mwakirunge has a very big case in society and also in women's issues and stuff. But mostly as we've gone to Mwakirunge, helping the ladies there, getting a job and also having to be independent in life. Some have come to us and have said, yeah, you guys have helped me so much. I didn't know about Leave No Youth Behind, it's just a small group. But whatever you did, the small thing we do, you have impacted us. Because us, according to Leave No Youth Behind, we work with what we have. It's all about giving something huge wende ujitese ufanye kitu kubwa, but whatever we have as youths tunachanga and we just go give somebody, because we believe the little you have to someone, somebody will appreciate. And I say, you guys helped me in some way. So yes, we get few testimonies here and there. People keep on coming in and also acknowledging the work we do. Some also have acknowledged us. We thank God also. A few organizations are also acknowledging us. Swahili Pochi also acknowledging us. Mr. Kenneth Ambani also acknowledging us and the work we do, of which for them acknowledging us also, we can say it's a testimony also, because tumeanza pole pole, and now that also a few officials are starting to know us, it's also a testimony to us.
Testimony, yeah.
Yes.
I want us to talk partnerships, and I would like to put the government on the spot. You mentioned there is a big wig, I would say, who is actually rooting for the ending of CCs. How can the government come on board and ensure that it does more of this, because the government, we have to say, it's like our big brother, our big parent. How can the government play a better role? And I would like to also bring in the aspect of Mombasa, because we are right now in country 001. How can the governor come on board and ensure that his government and all the leaders in the county do a bit, to change the whole situation, come on board and not only create awareness, but, offer a helping hand?
Okay, on the issue of CCA centers being shut down, okay, according to me, I didn't feel it was right. But if it's the government, and it's a decision to close the CCIs, but what I can advise the government to do, if they're closing the CCIs, then they should come up to at least with something which can help the child in the CCA center, which will be helpful to them. Because as you startingly, I posed this question that somebody has been raised in a CCA center after Ametoka, what next? You see?
Yeah.
So by them closing them the CCA centers, Akishatoka, what next? What can we do to help this person also get support in the outside world? You see? So what I can advise is the government should at least offer trainings to this youth. You see? A skill at least. A skill which should enable them. See, let's more in the shule. Because squeezy, most people have gone to school, yes?
Yeah.
But they end up doing something else apart from what
they learned, yeah.
Walisomea, unaona. And skills, nowadays we're living in a skillful world, all about hands-on activities, you see. Mtu anaweza kuwa umesoma primary, ujaenda high school, but ukipatiwa kitu kama plumbing ya kufanya, at least itakuwa inakusaidia, and every day hutakosa kitu. You see, because most youth in Mombasa tend to want white-collar jobs all the time. I don't know why, of which white-collar jobs si kila mtu atapata, unaona. Si kwa sababu umeona mwenzako amepata white-collar job, then you it's a must to get a white-collar job. Watu wapendi kufanya kazi chafu. Na hizo kazi chafu ndo
ziko na do, yeah.
Unaona, hizo kazi chafu ndo ziko na pesa zaidi. So instead of somebody focusing that much on, I want to go to university, nifanye bachelor's degree of this, I want to go this and this, at least they offer a program in which mtu kutoka CCI center, unamuingiza to that program, have a skill. Is it beauty? Is it IT? Is it plumbing? Is it electrical engineering and stuff? And that small skill hiyo tu, trust me, hizo kazi chafu za watu Katanga, hizo ndo wazi na kazi kila siku. Plumber, I'm sure hizo kosa kazi daily. Unaona, kuna day tu moja lazima utapata kazi. Beautician, mtu anafanya mambo na pedicure, manicure, every day hautakosa at least one client, of which a youth ukipata 100 shillings per day, you're good to go.
For sure, man.
Because I remember in the last week we had a meeting with over 100 employees around Mombasa at Bahari Beach, and we were speaking all about employment to the youth, like ways in which this employers can employ youths around Mombasa so they can earn a living. And I remember, and I salute this guy. He's called Mr. Lelo. He's the president to Mombasa Youth Bunge. Alikuja akasema that ukienda mtaani kama umeketi kwa traffic ukibiwa simu, what is that? That's unemployment. That's a youth mwenye hakuwa na kazi akaona kuiba ni rahisi. Yeah. Exactly. But when you offer somebody a skill, na anajua mimi nimefanya catering, I can go cook somewhere, nipate 100 shillings for myself. Would that person go and steal?
No way.
No, they won't, you see. So what I can say is, as much as government zina push on kufunga CCI centers, they should come with an alternative way in offering the youth skills. At least your skill itasaidia mtu wakubwa, at least akuwa independent in life. Yeah, so skills are essential as much as education is also essential, but skills, they are very big parts in the society today in helping a youth.
All right. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. 9:14 in the AM. If you're logging in right about now, remember, man, you can listen to us live and direct, www.radio.co.ke, anywhere in the world, and I mean anywhere in the world. Hit our socials at Blue Radio Kenya so that we can continue interacting together. So of course, I want to remind you guys that we are chopping it up, of course, this morning with Joe from Leave No Youth Behind. And inakuwa nzuri tena sana. So of course, I want us to talk about how is it I can be part of the movement. Let's say I want to donate. I want to, come on board, share my gift, share my talent, share, more importantly, my time. How is it I can do that?
In terms of partnerships, first of all, let me start with membership.
Yeah.
If you want to be part of Leave No Youth Behind, the only thing you do is just ask. That's what I can say. First and foremost, you just have to ask.
As easy as that.
Unauliza tu. We have our contacts, by the way. We have our chairperson, which is Sabrina. I think I can share the contacts.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Sabrina, she's called Sabrina Mapenzi. Yeah, that's my chairperson, my chair lady. Her number is 0705 994 224. When you just get to her, she will definitely add you into our group. And our group, the registration fee is 550 shillings annually, which you do it annually. You just get to pay 550 shillings and you become a member of Leave No Youth Behind. So for the ones who pay the registrations are the ones who get like benefits in terms of if there is a sponsor or a partner who came to our group and decided like, you know what, I'm giving you these funds, do something with them. The people who will benefit are the ones who paid the registration fees. But for now, our Leave No Youth Behind, we are a number of around 130 youths in the Leave No Youth Behind.
Okay.
And the people who paid registrations are the family members are around, let's say, 30 people.
Okay.
Yeah, so joining Leave No Youth Behind, you just have to ask. Just call the number and you'll get assistance and you'll join our group, the Leave No Youth Behind movement.
All right.
Yeah.
And let's say organizations, want to partner with you. How can they reach you? Do you have like a physical office, or like you said, are we supposed to contact your organizing secretary again?
If you want to get in touch with us, you can get in contact to my chair lady or myself, assistant chairperson, or the organizing secretary. So as I shared Sabrina's number, I can also share my number too, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, so my number is 0113 119 121. 0113 119 121. You can find my number on WhatsApp. Text me anytime. Not any place, but anytime. Anytime, yes, anytime, and I'll get back to you. And in case of any questions you have to our group or any inquiry you have to the youth or the young leavers, you can just pose it and we'll get in touch with you.
Yes. So of course, I want us to finalize. I want to give you 1 minute to give us your parting shot this morning. What message do you have for any young person listening in this morning who maybe wants to be part of the organization, wants to come on board organizations? Basically, what is your message to anyone listening in this morning?
Let me say this as a fellow youth, because I'm also a youth. I'm still young, but maybe I don't know. We are children, many mtoto, in some way. So I can say to any youth who is outside there and is still living life, I can say our life is a journey, yes, and what you can do is at least try, because I can believe a life is a movie or a journey. So at least try in your life to at least be useful and get something which will impact yourself and your near future, to say. Because me having saying that, by you getting something in life, at least you'll be purposeful. You'll have something to do in your life, at least being engaged in your life. Because if you don't have something to do, that's when somebody anakuja na ingia into activities zingine ambako unashanga, like, why is this person doing what he's doing?
Yeah, why are they doing this?
Exactly. And trust me, if you ask them why they're doing what they're doing, they have no valid reason. You see, there's no valid reason. So what I can say, it's all about go outside there, try to network with someone. Because right now in Mombasa, I believe kwanza sahi ndo nimefunga macho, like in the groups I've been with, the people I've interacted with. Trust me, in Mombasa County, people have potential. Like for instance, in the Point Innovation Week, like there's so many young youth, maze. Unapata a youth who is 20 years old, 19, but him to, like, I can't say I may make it, but I shall find maybe a purpose in life. Somebody who's 20 is already working. You see, and youth in Mombasa, they have the mentality of unapata, there's a youth next to you ama in your area who is doing something useful for himself. Na huko mtaani, you're doing nothing. Instead of you following the same person, asking them for advice, try making friends, network with the person. You never know this next person what atakwambia. You see, instead of you kumwangalia unamwonea wivu when you're like, oh, this guy is doing what he's doing, maybe ni hivi na hivi, try at least network with someone, ongea na mtu. Because I believe through networking, that's when somebody atafika pali yuko. Even according to you, Ian, wherever you are, pali umefika sahi, I believe it's through networks and also socializing with people. So what I can say to you, it's try socializing with people, create positive friends who build something into your life. Usiende tu mali na mtu unaongea tu naye and you're getting nothing. If you're not talking about money, success, and life, then I don't know what else you should be talking about. Those are the only three things you should be talking about. And what I can say is, I can quote some quotes which I read somewhere, which says, you attract what you use to impress. You get it, right?
Repeat it one more time.
You attract what you use to impress. So I can explain it this way. If you use money
to impress
people, that's the people you'll get. Ukitumia pesa kuonesha watu kwamba una pesa, utapata gold digger tu. Naomba tamsana sema ati msana anapenda pesa, but no, ulitumia pesa kumuonesha kuna pesa. So yaki kuja kwako ata expect
to do.
Exactly, you see. But if you use your intellectual ability, if you use your skill to impress somebody, hata mtu akikuja kwako atakufuata na ile mentality ya business ama the skill, you see. So basically you attract what you impress. If you use money to impress people, then those type of people utapata. Ukitumia drugs to impress people, utapata majunkie too. You see. So it's all about using something positive, and in return you'll get something positive to you. You see, yeah. So that's what I can say.
Love that, man. At least I've learned something this morning. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. Clock striking 9:30 a.m. It has been fantastic, of course. I've been chopping it up with Joe from Leave No Youth Behind. And of course, man, remember, you can always reach them through their social media and their contact info. We shall provide all this information on our social media, of course. I'm talking about at Blue Radio Kenya. And of course, continue sharing this link to the interview via Spotify and YouTube. We'll be availing those information all on our social media pages. Kindly, if you missed it, you can catch the repeat much later. And you can get to enjoy and catch up with the same. We're going on a short musical break. When we move, man, we'll be coming through, of course, with another fantastic conversation at the top of the hour. Remember, you attract what
you impress.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.